Miss Harris.
Yes.
Hey, this is Chad Schulz. How are you?
Hey, Ted, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I was hoping you'd remember who I was.
Yes. Yes. Hold on, let me get a lady off the phone.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right.
Chad,
Yes, ma'am.
how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How about you?
Great, I am good. When I came home, I went down to Home Depot today and came back, and you was on the phone.
Yes,
On
ma'am.
answering service, and I called you back, but no one answered.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
I said,
Well,
oh
I
my
hate
God,
that.
I missed him.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm calling you, Miss Harris, because I don't know if you know or not, but of course, I became a teacher. After I left your room many years ago,
Right.
and I worked my way up to assistant principal. And this year, I'm actually going to be a principal at South Boulevard Elementary. So,
Fantastic.
I remember your classroom. You always had above your chalkboard the words "I can do it." Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. And Ms. Harris, I remember that you sent in our report cards on a blue sheet of paper a handwritten note, and above that was "I can do it." And I wanted you to know that my mom had that framed, and it hung in my room for many, many, many years.
Are
And
you kidding?
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. And as I would go through different trials and tribulations in my life, I would always look at the letter you wrote me, and that pulled me through a lot of things. I just wanted to say, I have a teacher in service on Wednesday, and one of my charges to my teachers or our teachers is going to be, although you teach your students for 180 days, you make such a difference for the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
And I remember being in your class. You're one of the reasons I became a teacher, and as I move forward in this new adventure of my life, I'm going to remember those words you gave us. I can do it. So um, I just
I am so, you know what? You have made my day. That's all I can say.
well,
You
thank
have
you.
really made my day. I ran into a lady, and you may know who this person is because I can't think of her name. Her husband left First Baptist, and they were pastoring in Longville,
Okay.
pastoring a First Baptist church in Longville.
Yes, ma'am.
And I ran into her one day, and she asked me, "Are you Miss Harris?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "You remember the silly sentences we used to have to write in English in spelling?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Remember that?" She told me, she said, "I do believe when you had the children writing those silly sentences, it started my child to write in books."
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Now, is that something?
I know. I know. You've made a
Oh my,
difference. You've made a difference in a lot of lives. So
absolutely.
um, I just wanted to thank you and to let you know that even when I was a teacher, I used those words, and I always told the stories about you and telling us we can do anything. And I just wanted you to know that you made a difference in my life and many others. So,
Dad, thank you so much.
well, thank you.
I
I
just did the best I could during that time, and still do. When I deal with you, I even find children in the store, and I talk to them and the parents about the grades and everything. I still do that.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I still do that. Even if I don't know the parents or anything, this is something I do.
Well, once a teacher, always a teacher.
Exactly. I love what I was doing. I still love doing that. But I really appreciate you telling me this today. You have made my day.
Well, thank you, and I love you. And I
Love
just,
you too.
the minute I heard your voice, it took me back to being that second grade little boy. And uh, you know, um, things weren't always great at home for me, but I knew that when I came into your classroom, it was going to be just a wonderful place. And I just, I still remember you this day, and in those times at Carver, and having you as my teacher. So,
Well, listen, I certainly appreciate that. But you will be a great principal.
well, thank
You
you.
will be great. No
Well,
doubt about it because you care about people.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And
Well,
that's exactly what we have to do. We have to care about people.
I couldn't agree with you more. And I'm so glad that I was able to talk with you today, and to let you know that. And
I appreciate it.
if you ever come through DeRitter, you come by and see us, and I want to give you a big old hug.
Okay, because you know I will hug.
Yes, ma'am. Of course, I
You
remember
know,
all those hugs.
I was there, and in June, they renamed the street after my husband.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
The
ma'am.
street where Mount Zion Church used to be, they renamed it George
Yes, ma'am. That was, he was a.
Mayor spoke so nice of him and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Chad, you made my day. Just call me anytime you get ready.
I will do that. I'm going to keep your phone number, and when I need to hear you tell me I can do it, I'm going to call you. How about that?
Please do.
All right, will do. All right, thank you. I love you, Miss Harris. Thank you.
Love you.
All right, goodbye.